since I've talked to you, but I want to bring something to your mind today. I want to talk to you about our emotions in the workplace. This is kind of hard because sometimes it's hard because people don't know how to separate that sometimes. Amongst our leaders, our managers, even our employees. I know we've all been in positions where we've ran into someone that has snapped or leaders that have made the wrong comments. Maybe their body language hasn't been where it needs to be. Maybe decisions have been made that should never have been made. And it's simply because people are running off of their emotions in the workplace. And it seems like now more than ever before, it's happening. And it could be because of the stresses of life. I mean, there's so many things since after the epidemic, and I know everybody's tired of hearing that, but this is real. I mean, it's real. And people bring these things to the workplace, things that they're dealing with, things that they're working with. Not only am I a skills coach, but I'm a life coach, and I see this amongst a lot of people in their life. So I want to give you some few tips today about handling your emotions in the workplace. This is so important because not only do you want to keep your job, but let's just say working with people, building them relationships, engaging with people and customers in the way that we should, and making sure that we can check our own selves, check our own emotions, and put them in check so that we're able to do and be the professional people that we're called to be. So here are a few tips. One is compartmentalization. Tell yourself to let go of personal matters on the way to work. So, I always say this because a lot of times we take our hats off. We got so many hats we're wearing that we're all trying to wear them all at the same time. So what you need to do is put this in a position where I'm fixing to get in. I've got dressed for work. Hopefully you're looking like you're going to work. You've got dressed for work. You now have to switch over. So on the drive, on the way to work, in your mind, you're saying, I get to work. I've got to leave everything behind. Get your mind in a position to know it's time to work. This is what's good about when you have somewhere to go for work. For my people that work at home, I have taught this to many people. If you are working from home, a lot of your things are maybe on Zoom, phone calls, the computer, however it is that you do it. You need to have a place to work at home. You need to be able to say in your mind, this is separate. I'm separating myself from everything in my personal life because this is the time that I need to work. Believe it or not, this is going to help you be able to accomplish more. Not only that, keep you from snapping, keeping you from being emotional in the workplace. Also, another thing you need to do is deep breathing, relaxation techniques. Sometimes if you are in the middle of stressing, you've brought it to work, or maybe not even that, you've separated, but you get a phone call at work. How many of us have experienced getting them emergency phone calls? Raise my hand because I know I have. Phone calls that maybe you have to dash out and then you come back to work. You weren't thinking about, separating it when you were on your way back to work. Or maybe now you're thinking of all the things that you heard on the phone. Or maybe you went to lunch and so many things happened. Or you got that bill that puts you in a negative state of mind. Whatever it is, you've got to breathe through this. Take a few minutes and separate yourself. Go for a walk outside. Get some fresh air. Grab a cup of coffee. Get a cold drink of water. Take a break. Say, hey, I'm still at work. I can't do anything about it right now because I'm at work. And focus on your work. This is so important, y'all. This is all part of self-care, too, of saying, hey, I need to breathe better. I need to stop, take a deep breath, and I need to breathe and be able to go through this situation. Number 3 is the 10-second rule. Before you blow up, before you get upset, before you snap at somebody, I want you to take the time to 10 seconds, count to 10 in your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That wasn't long, was it? Sometimes that 10-second rule of just saying, I'm going to count to 10, will keep my temper from blowing up. will keep me from making and doing something that I'm going to later regret. Take that second. Excuse yourself. If something is out of your control and it's chaotic and you see your emotions are flaring up, hey, take a break. Say, I've got to step out for a minute. You know, sometimes the board meetings, sometimes the meetings can be really intense. And if you're not careful, your anxiety and your emotions are going to get the best of you. Take a break, drink something, count to 10, count your ABCs. Hey, listen, count cows. I don't look at the wall and count the ceilings, tiles. I don't care what it is that you do. Do something to help you get your mind off of the situation. It is so important. And to reassure yourself, you'll come back and you'll be able to deal with it. Reassure yourself to say, I can go back in and I can do this and I can be in a better state of mind. Then were just a few tips that I wanted to share with you. Listen, you are in control of your emotions. Nobody else can control emotions but you. So it's so important for you to pay attention and be aware of what you feel at the workplace and to be able to take advantage of it and say, I can do something about it. I don't have to bring all my personal stuff to work because it's stopping you from being productive. You can't move further and you can't get higher if you don't learn to keep them emotions in check. For my leaders and managers, you are not supposed to be operating off of your emotions. We are leaders. We are managers. We should be able to control and keep ourselves in a professional way that people can respect us. So we got to respect them. So let's make sure we keep them emotions in place. Have a good day. I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.